Hey guys, here today showing you how to change the front brake pads on a 2016 Lexus GS350 F-sport. I'm pretty sure that the F-sports are the only ones that are going to come with these 4-piston fixed calipers like this. 2 pistons here on the side, 2 pistons on the other side. I actually prefer to do these brakes because they're very easy. You don't have to take off the caliper. All you have to do on most of these type of style of brake calipers is release this pin that's here in the middle. It just slides out towards the well, excuse my camera angle is a little close. And here is in the inside of the car, and here is faces outside that you see through the wheel. But yeah, pretty much you just take this pin here, slide it out or slide it in towards the car, remove this here spring retainer, and then you simply just pull the brake pads out and push the new ones in. I'm super familiar with these because my personal car is a Mercedes CLS 55 AMG, and it has similar brakes like these, except it has 8 piston calipers, so 4 pistons here, 4 pistons here. But anyway, brakes like these are always easy to change. So this generation was made from 2011 through the present time. And like I said, this should only apply to the sport models that have these type of brakes. I believe the non-sport models have regular or the normal traditional calipers you're used to seeing. But anyway, I went on ahead and bought some Akebono pads, brake pads. Make sure that you figure out which pads you're going to use because they do appear to be a little different. So there may be a left side and a right side, but nonetheless, first thing you'll need to do, I don't know if you can see in the camera here, there is a cotter pin that's right here that's holding on this clip. You just need to pry it out, move it. Probably can't see it, but it's really small. And then you can take a drift or a punch, and right here into the side of the hole, you can you'll just really need to just push this pin out. Now while you're doing this, at the same time you should be trying to hold this here spring push into the caliper. I mean, it's a pretty tough spring, so you won't be able to push. You just need to push it enough to be able to slide this pin here freely, and then it'll just fall out like this, just like so. You just set it down, and then the pin you can just entirely remove. Now the next thing you want to do is to, well, first make sure you have a drain pan underneath your car, roughly right below the brake master cylinder, which is obviously on the driver's side of the car, just in case any brake fluid or something like that so happens to come out when you compress these, because you do need to compress the pistons back into the caliper here so that you can slide the new pads in without a problem. You can, what I'm going to do, I mean, there's various ways to do this, but you can take a brake caliper tool like this and fit it in here, and you can actually push away the opposite side. As you see, if I turn this, it'll push this side back in. So you can use this like this, and it will probably work to an extent. Or I'm gonna just keep on doing this because I'll show you both ways. This way that I'm doing right here will work for doing this side. Just takes a little bit of time to do it. So as you can see, it is pushing this back in. Alternatively, you can get a set of pliers like these. And now people might not want to do this because it is going to maybe scratch right here this surface a little bit that you see. I mean, you can always put like a rag here or a towel or something to protect it. But what you can do is to put it right here to grab that pad, and right here on the outside, and then you can go on ahead and squeeze this back in, and it'll squeeze the piston in on this side. And you can always do this on the other side as well. So whichever way you want to go about doing it, just as long as the pistons are all the way back in. Obviously these will just slide out like so. You just pull them both out, and then you can go on ahead and slide the new pads in. So I guess I could show you how to do that as well. This is the new pad here. Make sure that you put it back in the same direction that it came out. It'll slide in something like this, just like so. Now I'm going to go ahead and squeeze the other side. should be enough. Go ahead and pull the other old pad out, and then go ahead and slide the new pad into position here. You may need to play with the rotor a little bit just to get the space you need. And that's pretty much all there is to it there. Now what you need to do is to reposition the spring retainer back onto the pads like so. This pretty much just obviously keeps the pads inside the caliper. You'll need to push on this again in order to feed this clip back in. You'll need to push this in, slide this all the way in like so, and then you're going ahead and reinstall the cotter pin like that. Then you'll just go inside, step on the brakes a little bit with the car off to pump up the pressure so that you get the pads back out onto the rotor, and that's all there is to it. Like I said, these are extremely simple to replace. Anytime you come across these kind of calipers, don't be afraid of them. There's nothing any more special about these than normal ones. Actually, like I said, I prefer to do these type of brakes over anything else, because honestly, if you're fast and you can jack it up, you can get this whole job done in like 10 or 15 minutes and it'll be done. So yeah, if you have any comments or questions, leave them in the comment section below. If this is your first time to the channel and you like this, please hit the like button, share it with your friends, all that good stuff, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button on the way out. All right, thanks guys.